Hi, guys. Welcome to Weekly Travel Updates. I'm so happy to have you here today. We have air conditioning again. We are really happy about that because we're having the hottest July in decades. We have, let's see, the last 22 days, we had more than 15 of them exceeded 90 degrees. And it's not like West Coast California. Y'all have dry heat. And when you see 133 today in Death Valley, that's dry heat. It feels like it is about 95. That'd be my guess. Anyway, on with the travel news. There's lots of super things going on, but I wrote down, did you see that UPS might strike? Well, and they were talking about the billions that they would lose if they did strike for 12 days. If you're headed to the UK, or even if it's not right now, the UK has got scheduled strikes. And your favorite travel agent could tell you those times, or we can make sure we work around it for you. And the biggest strike, the biggest news this week was even air traffic controllers went on strike for 12 hours in Italy. Now, I know you think 12 hours, that's not much. Melinda, what's the deal? It was a big deal because you think of all of the flights that connect through Rome. Think of all the flights, Venice, Milan. Rome is by far the biggest, but Rome is a connecting flight for many, many areas, even on over into South Africa. One of my groups, we went Raleigh, London, Rome, Cape Town. So it really caused a lot of panic. It was not as bad as like the Southwest panic at the holidays, but it was pretty scary because at the time it wasn't scheduled like they do in the UK. And so it just left panic. And one of those times would be a good time to have had a good travel agent because there were people who had no idea what to do. Getting off cruise ships, unsure what to do next. The arrivals were not coming in. They were diverted to other countries, not just cities, countries. Many of them went into France, the south of France. Honestly, France is about 3.5 hours from Milan. So France was used. Anyway, it just left a lot of confusion. So if it has affected you or somebody you know, let me know in the remarks below. Next, today marks Disneyland's birthday. They started in 1955 in Orange Groves in Orange County, California. That then became Anaheim. Now, when you go out there, there's not an orange grove to be seen. It is pavement from the freeway when you get off at Angel Stadium, all the way down Catella Boulevard, all the way to Disneyland, and all around Disneyland. So when I lived out there, it was a ritual. I bet we went 6 or 7 times a year. But East Coast, not so much. I haven't been in years and years. Not that I wouldn't go, but just haven't been in a long time. Speaking of Disney, so Disney has got lots of promotions going on. You don't have to always be a Florida resident to get a good deal for Disney. Just plan in advance. Do you know that for $200 deposit, you could hold a reservation with everything. And you can make payments on it as you go along, whatever is convenient for you. But the deal is holding it in advance. No payments are required until you're 120 days before departure. So if you're planning on next summer, now's the time to look at it. It is unlikely that it will go down, but if it should go down, you're always guaranteed that lower price. All right, so let me tell you about some other things that have happened this week. Celebrity came out with 40% off plus bonuses. Now, I'll tell you, Celebrity Cruise is one that I'm considering for next September to the Holy Land. And it spends 3 days, 2 days, 2 full days in the south of Israel, spending the night overnight near Tel Aviv. And then the morning of day 3, you arrive and you're in the northern part of Israel, where you could see the valley of Jezreel, where you could see the Dead Sea, Sea of Galilee. Lots of places that we will fit in, but we're thinking about it for next fall. And I would love to know if you have interest in going. It's like, that's really high on my bucket list. We had booked it for 19, 20, and 21. We didn't book it for 22 or 23 because we ended up Alaska and Hawaii. But I'll tell you another thing that came out today, and rates should be out next week. There is a repositioning cruise, and it leaves from Los Angeles, goes through the Panama Canal, and comes into New Orleans. The Brilliance of the Seas, Royal Caribbean ship that is normally home ported in Los Angeles during the winter months, it is moving over to New Orleans. So this is a repositioning sailing. And I'm thinking, okay, let's fly nonstop, rally to Los Angeles, get on the ship, and do 14 days through the Panama Canal, include Costa Rica. There were 2 ports in Costa Rica. There were several stops in the Caribbean, and end up in New Orleans. Sounds like a plan. If you have interest in that one, hit me up for that as well. You can reach me. It's like right here. You can make an appointment. You can email me at melinda@actiontravelinc.com. You can call us at 336-222-TRIP. When I moved home from California years ago, I would say, you won't forget me, or my phone number, because it's 222-TRIP. And like, I'm a trip. But, as I got older, I don't know if that fits so well anymore, but that's where it came from. And after 33 years, it's just what we're going to stick with. Okay, let me see. I did want to tell you, Globus has got a Scotland package under $2,000. It's actually $1,599 plus tax. So we're trying to think, when can we fit that in? Maybe late spring, like May. Let me know if you'd like more information. You don't have to be part of one of these groups, because all of these I'd be happy to hook you up with or without us. But those are the group trips we're talking about for 24. Let us know what you'd have in mind. Now, it's kind of short tonight. Let's see. I did find out that Paris Olympics are in 2024. Paris would be an awesome place to go for the Olympics. And I will say, you better be looking at it this year, because there won't be any hotels available within 6 months. Kind of like what has happened with the Super Bowl. So one of my very good customers, John Stewart's been a customer for, I don't know, probably 30 of our 33 years. And he's very, very tall. So these tall guys go to Vegas once a year. And next year, they wanted to go to Vegas during the Super Bowl. A couple of them have retired, and, it just sounds very cool. I would like to go. But we started looking at it. And when we first looked at those dates, we saw some hotels. Now, this was 2 months ago. And I didn't realize that he was looking for Super Bowl tickets along with it. So we started looking at packages. And none of them really came to the price point that that the guys were considering. So we went back to just looking at hotels. Now, all the hotels, short of Circus, and then further towards downtown, everything is full. It's not really full. It's just taken by all these wholesalers who are doing packages for the Super Bowl. So I found a hookup for Super Bowl tickets from one of my customers. I'm so excited. So, John, if you're watching tonight, or if you're not, you'll hear from me tomorrow with better pricing because she has the hookup on tickets, and they're not $4,000 a piece. They're not $3,000 a piece. There are actually several prices available that meet our budget. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out weekly travel updates. And let's see. I was going to tell you one more thing. Next week, I am going to have Whitney Carroll, who you would speak to if you can't reach me. If you can't reach me, you reach Whitney Carroll or Rochelle Coutinho or Rachel Augustine. But Rachel's not on our call list. You have to know her. She doesn't take any new customers. Anyway, that's part of our support team for you. And Whitney joined BNI, Business Networking Incorporated, and she's going to do a presentation this week on Thursday. And I said, fabulous. Next Monday, come on to Weekly Travel Updates and just share a little bit of what's going on. So don't miss next Monday night. Plus, there'll be lots of news. Whatever in the world is going on, we plan on sharing it with you right here at Weekly Travel Updates. Remember, like us, and if you haven't gone over to YouTube yet, please go over there and like us on YouTube. It's Weekly Travel Updates. Ciao. Ciao for now. Bye.